Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. Our guest is Louie Lujan. He's the mayor of the city of Puente, and he joins us to talk about how the state budget deficit and recent approval of the City of Industry for a football stadium is anticipated to affect his city. Good to see you, Mayor.
Thank you for having me.
So much of discussion has been happening around either the federal budget and or the state budget. How do you think this is going to affect your city, or is there much to be known yet?
Well, one of the things in our city that we're fortunate is that we have a balanced budget going forward. We're in the black, actually. We've done it through a combination not only of spending cuts, but of looking at everything that we allocate money towards and making that more efficient. Now, so in terms of what we're doing at City Hall, we're on cue. In terms of what we're going to get in from future state dollars and federal stimulus package money is yet to be determined.
How much reliance are you putting on, we as voters on May 19th are going to have a special election. There's 5 different ballot measures, and if we don't approve those, do you think that might affect your city diversely?
It will. It'll impact us. There's yet to be determined a dollar amount of how much that'll impact us, but in the big picture of things, it's going to mean that some of the projects that we have slated either will be stalled or won't get completed. So we are relying upon it heavily.
We've seen a lot of attention paid to our automobile manufacturers, but not as much attention paid to the dealerships. Have automobile dealerships, the downturn in sales, affected your city?
Absolutely. We have in our city several car dealerships, one of which is our #1 source of tax revenue. They have recently come to the city and asked for some financial assistance. Now, the dilemma, of course, is whether we help them because they are the #1 source of tax revenue, or not help them because of the fact that there's no guarantee that the sales will increase as a result of us giving them money.
So there's no help for them on the state level, nor is there help for them on the federal level, so now they're starting to come to the cities.
Correct. Yeah, at least in our case.
And how do you even decide whether or not that's a prudent financial decision? I mean, do cities get in the business of actually funding one business, and if you fund that one, what about funding others?
Yeah, there is an anticipated domino effect that can happen because of it. It takes a lot of thorough breaking down of the issue and understanding and analyzing the impacts, consequences, both positive and negative.
Well, please come back, because obviously this is, I'm sure if your city is experiencing this, many other cities are too, so
Absolutely.
It should be an interesting conversation. Something exciting has happened. For a long time, Southern California has not had a professional football team. Sorry, Trojans, I know we think that we're professionals, but there is a chance that we really might see professional football here in Southern California. How exciting is that for your area?
Well, very exciting. I mean, if we look at the project as what it will do for the region, not only economically, but in terms of the #1 thing that we need right now in this region, and that's jobs. If we look at it in terms of the number of jobs it's going to produce, every community, in my opinion, in the region is going to benefit tremendously from it because the amount of spending power it'll increase.
I noticed they're doing something different too, is they're actually constructing a complex.
Correct.
So there's going to be entertainment, musical entertainment, there's a sports facility there. I mean, their idea is that people not just go there during the number of games, but that it's generating revenue year long.
Absolutely, and it's not only going to be just a football stadium like you had said, but provide jobs year round in all types of arrangements. You'll have accountants that are going to be needed. Teenagers will have a chance to get a job there in some of the food stands or whatever it may be that they're going to do. But absolutely, to the region, it's going to do wonders. There's
some concern in regards to the traffic, that we may not be able to handle the extra traffic in the area. Do you think that can be mitigated?
Well, the traffic was looked at in the EIR by the City of Industry. Now, according to the results of the EIR and how their experts have went over it, the traffic situation has been mitigated. And if you look at the football season throughout the course of the year, the number of games that they're going to have are very minimal. So the amount of traffic, I think, is going to be able to be mitigated not only through the EIR, but just visually when you look. I don't think it's going to be a tremendous impact at all.
Right. I know this is a lot to sort of ask, but you've got the budget issue, maybe the stadium coming. What else is important to your city in 2009?
Well, 2009 is an interesting year because of the fiscal crisis that the state and the country and, of course, the world is going through. So it is going to require every single elected official, in my opinion, mayors, staff members as well, to really look at the issues from a very analytical perspective, determine what we want and where we're going to go and how we get there.
Right. And think long term, I guess.
Absolutely. Long term is important.
All righty. So great to have you with us, sir. And
Thank you.
We look forward to having you back with us soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
For Local Edition, I'm Tracy Young. Now back to CNN Headline News.